Boruto escapes death yet again. Kashin Kojin awakens one of Shibai's Shinjutsu, and Boruto the Hokage killer finally gets captured. This chapter was absolutely fire. It is probably the best chapter of Two Blue Vortex so far. The chapter starts where the last one ended. Jura is preparing to finish off Boruto, but stops when the Bug Shinju appears in front of him to inform him that Matsuri is back from her mission. And we finally get a name for the Bug Shinju. It is called Mamoshi, which is a name for a Japanese viper. Matsuri's mission was investigation. It appears she was able to find out that Boruto isn't working alone. So Jura decides to retreat without finishing Boruto off, as he claims that their enemy is formidable. I guess he realized that he wouldn't be able to finish off Boruto that easily. He continues to say, Boruto is a lucky man. It is as if the heavens are decreeing that he should remain alive. He thinks that it is perhaps divine intervention. Might be right about that, because even his first shot was meant to be straight to the heart, yet it missed, and now new information arrives just in time to save Boruto's life again. It goes beyond luck to survive like this. The chapter then switches scenes to when Boruto was on the run from the Sand Shinobi and gets to meet a frog that takes him to Kashin Kojin at one of Orochimaru's abandoned hideout outside the Land of Wind. Though he says it's abandoned, I have my doubts given that Orochimaru usually leaves traps, so it's possible that Orochimaru already found out that Kashin Kojin and Boruto are using his hideout as their base. So he decided to spy on them and find out what they are up to. Kashin Kojin introduces himself to Boruto and asks him to confirm his identity because Kojin is doubtful of his memories due to the effects of omnipotence. However, his doubts don't come from similar reasoning as Sasuke in Amado. His doubts are born from a bigger power than that of Ada's. He awakened the power to see all possible future called prescience, and as a result, he was able to see omnipotence before it could happen. Just like Ada, Daemon, and Code, his power comes from Shibai Otsutsuki. Also tells Boruto that all the Inakara members received Shibai's DNA with the hopes of gaining one of Shibai's Shinjutsu, but at the time, only Ada, Daemon, and Code were able to get their abilities. It's crazy how many abilities Shibai had. There's probably even more. Which goes to show that his title as the god of Otsutsuki was earned fair and square, because so far, all the Otsutsuki we've seen don't have so many overpowered Shinjutsu. Shikoji tries to ensure that Boruto doesn't doubt his ability, so he tells him about the future that were prevented, example being Naruto's death at the hands of Ishiki, Boruto and Sarada's death at the hands of Kawaki, the day Naruto was sealed. But the most important thing is that he can teach Boruto ninjutsu or shinjutsu that he will have in the future. Boruto then tells him that normally he wouldn't believe he really saw the future, but his grasp of things doesn't seem to be baseless. I'm loving the way Boruto's character is written. Every now and then he shows that he's Sasuke's student, the way he carries himself, his fighting style and mental fortitude, it all has Sasuke's signature on it. We then find out that in the future there will be about 400 Shinjus, and we see one that looks like Shinki. However, there is a way to stop all that and save Sasuke, who has been turned into a tree. What's interesting is that there seems to be another way to save Sasuke other than using Hidari Stone Soul, but that was before the Ten Tails created the Shinjus, and it seems harder than getting Hidari Stone Soul. In all the futures that Koshin saw, the worst possible future starts with the Shinju's bed, and the most dangerous of them is the leader Jura, who supposedly kills Boruto, and Kawaki becomes the Ten Tails fodder. However, by Kojin's own words, the future is not absolute, it can be changed, and with Kashin Kojin's prescient ability, they can defy destiny. Boruto agrees to working with him, but makes one thing clear, that the life and death of Kawaki is his bottom line, because his goal is getting him back into his senses and restoring the Uzumaki household. Back to the present, Himari comes to the rescue of the injured Sarada, and everyone is surprised to find out that she has healing abilities. However, she is stopped from healing Boruto before he is restrained with the cuffs that can prevent someone from using any type of jutsu. I wonder how they work though. Do they apply to Shinjutsu as well, especially Rasengan Uzihiko? If they don't apply to Shinjutsu, then it is pointless to craft him. He'll just enjoy a meal with them and takes off as soon as he has rested enough. Back at the Shinju's hideout, Jura places Hidari Stone Soul on the black cube and the divine tree resurrects him. However, it seems there is a possibility of the Shinju losing their identity to the ones they borrowed the chakra from. The chapter ends with a new Shinju about to be born. Although we were shown Shinki's Shinju in one of Kojin's future, there's a chance that it will be someone different, but evidence suggests that it is Shinki because Matsuri was on investigation, and with a lot of information they got about Boruto, it is likely she went to the Sen village with the clock rhymes, and that's when probably Shingi fell into one of the clock rhymes' hands. That's all from me, guys. Although I couldn't put everything in this review, I'm gonna make some short videos breaking down everything. Hope to see you on the next